Every season, the NBA are always changing around their teams to add some variety to their gameplay. They want the best team they can, so drafting and swapping with other players occurs. For this next 2022 season, there are some pretty big trade rumors going around. But what are they? Well, stay tuned to this video because today we are discussing the new NBA trade rumors that could change the NBA 2022 season. Firstly, how about Marvin Bagley? This recent summer of the NBA has been really great and was a great showcase of some of the huge talent that this sport has right now. Some players showed that they deserve a spot on their current team, and others made some realize that they may need to be moved to another team. Marvin Bagley showcased his skills, but cemented himself in a new position than anyone was expecting. With what he recently showed off, those around the sport thought he would be staying where he was for now, but it has just been confirmed that he is currently not going to be in the Sacramento Kings rotation for now. He may have had some ongoing beef with his current team, but overall, he was doing pretty well. It just looks like a trade is up right now, and Marvin Bagley is most likely getting moved around sooner rather than later. He is 22 and is currently averaging around 14.5 points and 7.5 rebounds on 50% shooting in the 3 NBA seasons he's played. Though nothing is confirmed, it's pretty likely we are going to be seeing Marvin Bagley move around soon. He could really go to any team, as there are quite a few open right now, as we are about to get into. Next, does Ben Simmons' suspension mean anything? Ben Simmons has been in the news surrounding the NBA for quite a while now. He is easily one of the biggest and best players out there right now, but his actions don't sit well with many in the sport. So what happened? He was recently suspended for 1 game and also fined around $1.4 million because of missing a preseason action. He also recently requested a trade away from his current team of Philadelphia 76ers. He just wants to get out of there because he doesn't really mesh well with them, it seems. If Ben Simmons were to be placed up for trade in the world of the NBA, some teams would be quick to try and pick him up. There are a few main ones people are talking about because he would really mesh with some people in the sport. He is most likely going to be moved very soon, and this could change everything for the lucky team who gets to pick him up. Having one of the best players in the sport might not guarantee you a win for the season, but it increases your chance of victory or just having some great games by a huge margin. No matter what happened with Ben Simmons in the past, one team is going to get him, and they could be well on their way to climbing the ranks and becoming one of the best teams right now. DeAndre Ayton is at an impasse. You would think that DeAndre Ayton would be at the top of the NBA world right now, right? Well, actually, something seems to have gone wrong for this NBA superstar. If you somehow didn't know already, just this previous season we saw DeAndre Ayton have one of the best playoffs in a long time, and it seems like this former #1 pick was going to receive a maximum extension of around $172 million over the next 5 seasons. This would have been huge for him, and of course the sport in general. DeAndre Ayton has become a really huge name over the past few years, but something seemingly went wrong before the due date of October 18th. It seems like Ayton will now be a restricted free agent over the next summer, which is just sad to see. He was going to be signed to a huge team for a long time, but was instead left on the free agent side for the foreseeable future. However, now it's looking like he could be picked up by any team who really wants him. He really would want that max contract he was expected to get though, so the offer must be huge for him to even want to take it. It wouldn't be surprising if we see Ayton request a trade soon, because he really deserves better in the world of the NBA right now. So the Brooklyn Nets are looking to move some players. One huge thing in the world, especially when it comes down to the sports, is the COVID-19 vaccine. It has been said that the NBA themselves that to play in the sport you must get your vaccine, and of course to be tested before every match. What could be wrong with that? Well, a few players have decided to not get their vaccine for their own personal reasons, and Kyrie Irving is one of them who just made the trade rumor world. It has already been said by the Nets team manager Sean Marks that Irving will not be playing this season until he gets himself vaccinated. Now we are seeing that the Nets are now open to moving the player because of the whole debacle. At the moment, they basically have a player who can't play at all because of his own personal matters. This is a waste of time for the team, so it's no surprise that they are more than open to trade him off to another team. Kyrie Irving has some real value for any team, so even his current team will be sad to see him go. It's just that with COVID cases increasing in some areas and that New York is slowly getting bigger and bigger events back, he really needs to be vaccinated to keep everyone, and especially the team, super safe during these troubling times. Now, is Bradley Beal going to sign his extension? Bradley Beal has been the talk of the town when it comes to trade rumors for years now. So why is he in the news once again? At one time, it was up for debate whether he was going to be traded from his team at the time, and everyone was going crazy for the possibility. Now, on a different team, his current contract has come to an end with Washington, and he has come out to talk about the entire thing. Whilst he can currently decide his own fate when it comes to resigning with Washington or moving to another team, he recently said that he is in no rush to do either. This means he isn't in a rush to stay with his current team, and he also isn't in a rush to move on to another team for the next few seasons. It's going to be huge if or when he leaves and enters the free agent market. So many teams will be wanting a piece of him. So the NBA world is going to change drastically. He said in a recent interview on the matter, "My biggest thing is getting us off to a good start. We worry about the contract money and all that later. I'll let them deal with it, and when the time comes, for sure. I got all year to sign too, so I'm not in a rush." Whilst this doesn't confirm he will be entering the trade market, it's pretty obvious that it could happen soon. And finally, Cleveland Cavaliers have only untouchable players? So, to end off this video, we have a major team who are basically confirming that only a few of their members will be set in stone, and any of the others could be up for trade for the next 2022 season. So what's happening? If you didn't know already, the Cleveland Cavaliers have just recently come out and said that only 2 of their current players are untouchable or concrete. This means that they won't be going anywhere, and they will be sticking around for many seasons to come. These players are Darius Garland and Evan Mobley. This means any of the other players could be moved around for this next 2022 season, and it could change the entire landscape if lots of them change. This also means that they could be moving around their high-scoring guard, Colin Sexton, and Isaac Okoro. These 2 are huge names, so them moving around could cause some huge switch-arounds for this next season. If this all happens, this next 2022 season is going to shape up to be an insane one. And that is the end of the video. These trade rumors really hint towards a completely new landscape for the sport and world of NBA in the next season. The 2022 season is going to be insane if any of these trades go down. Some huge players and heavy hitters are going to be up for grabs, so things are going to change a lot. A team you might think is lacking a good player in one area could snag someone huge and turn it all around. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with those notifications on. Thanks for watching. Bye.